guys, how we doing? To start off with, I wanted to congratulate a couple guys. I love men that honor the game of football and respect the game and do their role to the best of their ability. And with this, where we were scholarship numbers wise, really gave us the opportunity to celebrate 3 young men who have walked onto this program and become a huge part of our football family and huge contributors. We were able to put on for this season on scholarship Ruben Peters, Matt Lopes, and James Toland. All 3 men represent what we want the Trojan family to be and have done a tremendous job to them. So to them and their families, I'd like to congratulate them and thank them for their service to our team. As you see situationally today, we went through our overtime situation today, continuing building on situational football. Thought it went very well with the ones, driving it down and scoring, and then getting a big stop by the one defense in the first overtime. As you can see, took the pads off today. We got a scrimmage-like atmosphere tomorrow, trying to get about 75 to 80 plays to make some final decisions here at several positions and to be able to see them go live one more time. As far as the injury report goes, you saw Rasheem Green held out today with a knee contusion. I think that's day-to-day. I don't expect it to go longer than a couple days. Damian Mama with an ankle that tweaked again yesterday, so we held him out just from safety precautions. Was really glad to see Noah Jefferson get more today, even some team reps today, and to come out of it feeling really well. Asking him after practice, seemed like he had a really good day. Got Yakili Ross and Cole Smith back from illness. Marvell Tell is getting closer with the hamstring, but not quite ready to go with practice. And Isaiah Langley and John Plattenberg are still under concussion protocol. With that, I'll answer any questions that you got.
One more, Kevin Scott.
Yeah, it's still hamstring.
It's a
hamstring. Yeah, we did a PRP injection on that hamstring, and usually for that to settle down, it takes about a week. I think he's getting closer, but need him back. Every defensive lineman, we can't lose one right now. So to get him back will be big.
With Juju being nicked up here and there, is there a way to manage his reps where he's like getting enough but then also staying healthy?
Yeah, you see right now we're really monitoring him because he only knows one speed, so there's no telling Juju to go out there and go at 70%. He's going to be in 5th and 6th gear the whole time. So you saw some segments where he was going and then pulling him back for a period, and we'll have to do that the entire season. You're talking about a guy that runs a lot of yards. I mean, he's 6, 7, 8 miles a day on this field, so you've got to do a great job. And thank goodness for our plan for him, but also that's one of the things that you see with the catapult advancement that we have on each of the GPS system we have on each player. We're able to monitor how many yards they've run a day to be able to maybe pull them back on the next day. And if a kid's got an injury like a hamstring, to be able to gauge how fast he's going. So when we tell him 70%, he's going 70% throughout the day. So our strength and conditioning staff does a great job with that.
What would be the most yards a kid would run on a day like that, a wide receiver?
I've seen up to about 8 miles before. Yeah. There's been days that when we first got the GPS system, you were put them out there and you're like, wow, they run a ton. I can't even imagine when Robert Woods and Marquise Lee were here. They may have ran 10, but those kids that's why we call them horses. The horses just run. That's all they know, and those wideouts just go.
Coach, how close are you on this quarterback decision? How close do you feel to actually being able to make it?
Yeah, I've got one more opportunity to watch the kids tomorrow. I've really, every night, and that's what I do up in my office, is go back and watch every snap of each kid, not only there but other positions also, so we can make the best decisions for our football team. This last scrimmage is going to help me solidify things, and then make a decision that will benefit our football team come Saturday.
Is it close enough where this scrimmage will determine things heavily, the play in this last one?
I think it'll solidify it for me, where it is. I think both kids have competed their butts off. I'm so proud of each one of them. But I'm looking forward to seeing how they perform tomorrow and solidifying it for me.
Is there any chance that whoever doesn't win gets reps in a game other than just like the regular if a guy gets hurt or something like that?
The one thing you always got to approach, I think, no matter any position, you're one snap away from being the starter. It doesn't matter if you're a safety, a linebacker, a quarterback, a center, a second-team center, a third-team center, a fourth-team center. Last year with Nico, thank goodness he prepared each and every week. Like I've got to go into the game because you may look up and you're in the UCLA game in the fourth quarter trying to win the Pac-12 South Championship, and there's Nico Fala. So it's not only the quarterback position, it's every position. I think you have to take that mindset that you're going to play in each and every game.
Depending on how the quarterback goes, there would be a slight adjustment in game plan probably for each one of those guys.
Well, the beauty about both kids is, as I've said before, they're both elite throwers. I mean, you can see on this field. I mean, both are so arm talented. And are they different styles as far as the running the ball? Sam's a little bit more of a runner. Where Max has great pocket feet, and so I've always said we're not going to run a quarterback 20 times, or you're going to have a dead quarterback by the end of the season. But each one has their own attributes. And one thing that will always stay true here is with the skill set that they have around them, from running backs to wide receivers and tight ends, you have to be a thrower first. And thank goodness both kids are.
Are you ready to get into that next phase and have a
Yes.
confirmed guy?
Yeah, I'm ready to I'm looking forward to moving on to Alabama come Sunday. These guys have done a great amount of work. You're talking about 17 practices now, 18 tomorrow. Our salute to Troy. Get a nice day off Saturday for all of us. I'm ready to get off that couch up there and go see Mama and the kids. These kids are ready for a day off, to even get away from the coaches for a day, and then come back Sunday fresh and start for Alabama and have 2 weeks to prepare. So I'm looking forward to it, yes, to be honest.
Can you talk about how well these two handle, the competition?
Both like pros. I mean, they just come from such great programs. Talking about Max at Skyline High School and Sam from San Clemente. They grew up in great programs, come from great families, and they understand what I appreciate about both kids. And I'm going to even throw Matt Fink in there, because you saw Matt today. May have had his best day at camp, throwing the ball around and competing his butt off. That's what we try to bring in here. Great kids that understand that competing is part of the USC way, and not being scared of competition. And that's what I appreciate most about them, is just the way they were raised by not only their families but their school.
Coach,
One more?
You said that this last stretch might solidify the decision for you. Do you feel like you're leaning a certain direction already, or do you still feel like it's either guy?
No, I know both attributes of each kid right now, and I look forward in that type of atmosphere when they know it's their last time out there, how they perform. And that's one of those things you get to see. Okay, hey, this is the body of work they've put together through a spring, through 18 practices of fall camp. Let's see them in that last situation and see how they perform. So it is important. It's very important to myself, and I thank goodness that we took the time to be able to go through the spring and not just name it there, but go also through a training camp so we can make the best decision for our football team.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
bud.
it.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.